YouTube, what's up? Welcome to None of My Woes. I'm Ronnell Matheney, and I'm going to tell you a story about when my dreams came true. So stay tuned.
I've been on this road, trying to find my way back home. Can't believe I've been gone this long. Gotta be what I was meant for. This narrow path, so never.
So I want to get started with the story about how my dream came true. Now, I don't know if any of you guys ever had a dream come true or a vision or something like that. And I've done a little research, and I don't know if it's prophesying or I don't know, just having visions of some sort. But at the time, like, I was into God, but I wasn't like into that kind of stuff. Like, I knew I feared God and I knew who my Lord and Savior was, and that was just about it. Like, I was just a high school kid, just living a high school life, and of course I feared Jesus, and I knew who my King was, but that's as far as it went. Like, I wasn't really into reading my Bible. I used to go to church like two, three times a week, and on Sundays we'd be there from morning to the last one's there. I mean, the first one's there, the last one's to leave, because my pops, he used to drive the church van, so we used to have to wake up super early. You know what I mean? But anyway, so the story. So one night, I had a dream. Obviously, I was asleep, and I ended up having this dream where it was a cartoonish dream, because none of my dreams ever look real like how we look right now. It never looks that real. It just always looks like a figment of my imagination type thing, or cartoonish, or I just know what's happening. You know what I mean? So it's pretty crazy. But anyway, so in my dream, cartoonish, I'm outside and a car pulls up, deep, full of people, and they pull up and they look like a video game type thing, like um like the Tetris blocks or whatever, like how they move, like how they're shaped, kind of look like that, or like a old like Super Mario game, you know, where Mario look all boxy, is like two-dimensional or whatever. Anyway, so the car pulls up, and then they hop out, and all of a sudden I see this phone, which was a Razor phone. You remember the flip phone, the Razor? Well, this one had silver with blue flames in it. So automatically I knew that that was my cousin's phone. But I didn't think nothing of it. I just, it's just a dream to me. Next thing you know, they took the phone, they drove off, and then I kind of like became like a superhero, if you will. And I end up flying and went to go get the phone back. And then I got the phone back, and I was the hero, you know. So I just thought it was interesting. And I don't know what made me say this, but we're on our way home we're on our way to school the next morning. And it's four of us, me and my three brothers, or my foster brothers, or whatever. And we're walking to school, and just something just made me feel like I just had to tell my dream, because we used to always talk on our way to school, like just talk about random stuff. And something just told me, like, tell him, you know? So I was just like, hey, bro, I had a dream that your phone got stolen, and I got it back. I don't know, like, who, that's all I said, and everybody like, oh, really? Chuckled, and it was just that. Like, I don't, you really don't, if it's not like that important of a dream, why would you even say anything, you know? But anyway, I end up telling them, and, we just went about our business, heading to school. So, the day went on or whatever, football practice at the end of school, and then after football practice, I went home, and I started doing my homework. I'm doing my homework, and then out of nowhere, My cousin comes sprinting in the house, sprinting, huffing and puffing, takes off his backpack. I'm like, man, what's wrong? Are you good? Nah, such and such just stole my phone at gunpoint. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. You know what I mean? So I hop up, run downstairs, He already did his thing, bolted out the house or whatever. And his adrenaline pumping or whatever. Mind you, I'm still not thinking nothing about the dream. I completely forgot that I even told them that I had that dream. I'm just like, dang, your phone got stolen. That's crazy. And by gunpoint, by the neighborhood gangster. You feel me? It's always that one gang member that in the hood that just do too much. And it was that one that and we used to see him all the time. So it's just like, dang, why all of a sudden? You know what I mean? We see you all the time, and we got similar friends and everything like that. Why all of a sudden? Well, at least I knew who he was. You know what I mean? But my brother or my foster brother probably wasn't uh, too familiar with him, just seeing him around or whatever. But that's it. So next thing you know, the cops come and whatever. They're like, who is he? Blah 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 blah. I don't want to put too much out there, but the cops end up leaving, right? So I go back upstairs and I go do my homework some more. And next thing, I'm like, okay, that ain't none of my business, you know what I mean? And I'm just go back and do my homework. And crazy thing is, the doorbell rang. Next thing you know, my foster mom, she's like, Ronnell, come downstairs. Somebody's here for you. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Here I come. So I go downstairs, and it's my homeboy, which I know he's acquaintance or he's cool with the gang member that stole the phone. So he like, hey, bro, come outside real quick. I told your foster mom that I needed some homework from you, but I really came here to ask you a question. I'm like, all right, what's up, bro? What's good? Everything cool? Because I thought he was going to come on a different way, you know what I mean? Because I knew who he knew. But me and him was actually cool. We was actually homies. So I'm like, what's up? He pulls out the phone out of his pocket. The razor, the silver and blue razor. And he's like, hey, bro, does this phone belong to your brother? Well, I used to call him my cousin. It's a brother cousin. He was known as my cousin, but he's really my foster brother. Hey, does this phone belong to your cousin? And when he pulled the phone out and he opened it up, and there was a picture on my cousin's screensaver of him. And I'm like, yeah, that's the phone right there. And he goes, hey, bro, just tell him that the homie, the dude that stole the phone, said that he's sorry that he didn't know who he was and to give him his phone back. So he handed me the phone, and then when I went inside, it looked at all suspect or whatever, because all of a sudden I come in with the phone, and I come in, I lift the phone up, and I hand it to my cousin. My foster mom start going nuts. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh, we gotta call the police, call the police. She wanted to call the police on the dude that just brought me the phone or whatever, and I'm just like, But anyway, got the phone back, police come, I didn't say nothing to him or whatever, I didn't even see him. But we ended up ordering pizza or whatever. And the craziest thing, this is when it all hit me, is we're sitting at the table, and my little brother, he looks at me and he goes, hey, Ron, your dream came true. And I'm like, what did he talk? I almost was confused. What are you talking about? And he's just like, hey, man, your dream came true. And I was like, whoa, bruh. My dream came true. Like, that was nuts, bro. And for the life of me, I'm just like, because I know a lot of crazy things used to happen when I was in high school. Like, my phone would be ringing and say it's my dad or my sister or somebody, right? Before my phone even started ringing, my hand would already be reaching to my pocket, like as if I just know it's ringing. And then like I would think dad. And as soon as I think dad, I'll reach for my pocket. And then as soon as I reach for my pocket, my phone starts ringing. And I pull it out and it's my dad calling me. Like that kind of stuff. And I used to have crazy intuition, uh, like kind of finishing people's sentences and things like that. It was crazy. But when the dream came true, bro, that blew my mind. And then I didn't know it was like a gift from God, you know. I just thought like, whoa, that was crazy. Because back then I used to pray a lot, like pray. And I just used to fear God. So I used to just pray like, God, just protect me and love me and all that stuff. It wasn't too deep, you know, but that's crazy that it came true. And I'll never forget that. And actually I had two dreams that actually came true. But one dream, the dream I just told you about, actually happened. I had the dream that night and it happened the next day. But the first dream that I had was when I was in middle school. I had a dream and it took years to come true. You know what I mean? So that was crazy too. But anyway, yeah, man, now I see it as a gift from God, but even though like it hasn't happened to me in a long time, and like I kind of felt like during like after that time and between now or before I like regained my love for Christ and everything like that, I lost the gifts, you know. So, but you know, you never know if God's gonna re-bless you with the gifts or whatever the case may be. I'm just thankful that I get to praise Him now, and that I'm a child of His. So whether I have the gift or not, I've experienced it, and I'm grateful for it. But that's my story of how my dream came true. I'm Ronnell M. Thank you for watching None of My Woes. Subscribe, like, and comment if you want more free content. And just stay God blessed, you know, like God bless you. I love you guys and thank you for supporting.